Morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is my honor and privilege to introduce our Marine Corps Commissioning Officer, Major General Daniel Yu. Major General Yu is a graduate of Arizona State University and was commissioned a second lieutenant in 1985 following completion of Officer Candidate School. Major General Yu is a hardcore career infantry officer. He's a Marine combatant diver, a military freefall parachutist, and a graduate of the U.S. Army Ranger School. Major General Yu is commanded at the platoon, company, battalion, regimental, brigade, division, and Marine Expeditionary Force forward levels. As a general officer, Major General Yu has served as the commanding general of Marine Corps Recruit Depot, San Diego, commanding general of 1st Marine Expeditionary Force forward, commanding general, Marine Expeditionary Brigade, Afghanistan, assistant division commander and commanding general of the 1st Marine Division, and as commander, Special Operations Command Pacific. Major General Yu currently serves as commander, U.S. Marine Corps Forces Special Operations Command, or MARSOC, in Camp Lejeune, North Carolina. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming a warrior and a Marine's Marine, Major General Yu.
Thank you for that warm welcome, General P., Mr. Boland, distinguished guests, fellow flag and general officers, but most importantly, the cadets and family members of the class of 2019. It's truly an honor and privilege to participate in today's ceremony. You know, I've been a Marine for over 3 decades, and when you get our age, you turn into energy vampires, and being able to come and participate in ceremonies like this rejuvenates you, so it's great to be here. I'd also like to say good morning to all the alumnus that are here, for the former RATs. I've always wanted to say that term in a public setting, RATs. It's a term of endearment here. And like Marines, we have a saying, once a Marine, always a Marine. And I understand once a RAT, always a RAT. So welcome to all the RATs that are here. You know, I almost feel like a rat because I'm surrounded by them. I have rats in my headquarters at MARSOC at all levels of command and ranks and leadership billets. And my neighborhood at Camp Lejeune's infested with rats. My neighbors are General Furness, the 2nd Marine Division Commander, Class of '87, and General Neri, the Commander of 2nd Marine Expeditionary Brigade, Class of '88. So as you can see, our neighborhood, the value has declined drastically. So let me focus at the task at hand here. First, I want to congratulate all the commissionees. Well deserved, but especially those that are going to join the ranks of our beloved Corps. Welcome. I'd also like to tell you all and try to encourage you all to focus on the significance of today's ceremony. It is a pretty significant day in the life of these men and women that are sitting in the audience here. It's easy to get overwhelmed by the excitement and what tomorrow has to offer, but the focus should be this solemn ceremony we're about to do. I will tell you this institution, and I can speak about this institution because I'm a Virginian, but a Northerner. And many of my classmates in high school traveled south to the Shenandoah to walk in your shoes as well, too. And it's a storied institution with a long and distinguished list of luminaries that have graduated from here. You now will join that rank of both the private and public sector, and many of those have served that are VMI alumnus. When you talk about the oath of office and you talk about the line, I bear true faith and allegiance to the same. That sentence and the meaning behind that sentence is probably one of the most significant written in the history of our country. When you raise your right hand later this morning and pledge your oath, the officer's oath, you are volunteering for service, sacrifice, and commitment. A life which many of our fellow Americans choose not to walk, that path. A path less traveled. But in my humble opinion, it is the purest form of citizenship that anyone can ever have in our great country. Because you will pledge your oath not to any particular individual, not to any organization, not to a political party, and not to any particular service. That oath is to our Constitution. And the strength of that oath in our military is based on the people seated to the right and left of you, fellow Americans who have volunteered for service. I will tell you, life here at VMI was not designed to be easy. The rigid schedules, the brutal attention to detail and discipline, the challenge of managing time and all the tasks, but most importantly, the expectation that each one of you will always exceed the standards. It was designed that way on purpose. It was to teach you the habits of thought and the habits of action and the commitment to execute those acts. You know, VMI is in the business of character development, like the Marine Corps. In our profession today, as General P and others have alluded to, there is much going on in the world. And our military is focusing on the discussion of multi-domain warfare. Rightfully so, because that is the new American way of warfare. But for Marines and the Special Operations community, the human domain will always be the most important. As you get ready to leave this storied institution and join your particular services as leaders, you'll have this oath to reflect on in the years here in Shenandoah and Old Lexington. There will be challenges out there, and your worth as a military officer will be based on your personal ethics and the reputation you build. That reputation will be founded on the ethical ground that you walk. And in order to build that professional reputation and endear yourself for those that you will be privileged to lead, and it will be a privilege, will be based on trust. Trust that is earned and built day by day. Your soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines will watch you every day. And they will watch if you are true of character, if you speak the truth, if you value your principles regardless of the situation, but most importantly, whether you make selfless or selfish decisions. Those men and women that you have been entrusted to lead are the finest this nation has to offer. And you have a moral obligation to ensure their well-being. You will be the one that will sort through chaos to make order for them so that they will be prepared for the next challenges that they face. I will tell you, our profession is one of the most challenging that any American can face. You will be exposed because of our profession to some harsh realities of humanity. And at times, you will wonder. You will wonder the meaning of what you are facing. It will be morally brutalizing at times. But you need to reflect and understand our profession is not for the faint of heart or moral character. So when you are faced with these challenges, I would ask you to reflect on your oath. Your oath will be your shield. Your commitment will be your sword in order to overcome these challenges. Think back of all those that walked before you here at VMI. Think back of the 10 cadets at Newmarket. Commit yourself on a daily basis to the profession of arms, because it is a profession. And most importantly, remember why we serve and fight if we have to. It's because of those sitting to your right and left in our great Constitution and our treasured democracy. So again, I congratulate all of you, especially the parents, because I'm a parent and I know what that took. And as you go forward, I know you will make us all proud. So God bless you, and Semper Fidelis. All right, for those that want to join the ranks of the modern-day Spartans, stand